Good evening, everybody. We are live for the 4th of July fireworks on the Las Vegas Strip. We are currently in the Flamingo Hotel, directly across from Caesar's Palace, where in about 6 minutes they are going to be lighting off the fireworks here on the Las Vegas Strip. Caesar's is the only hotel to do it. I can't think of a better way to celebrate the birth of America than watching the fireworks on the Las Vegas Strip. Looks like they've turned most of the lights off at Caesar's Palace. They're getting ready for the fireworks to start. Usually a little ahead of time, they light off like one practice one. We're waiting for that to see how this goes. Once again, we are in the Flamingo. Oh, there is the practice firework right there. We are in the Flamingo right across the street, eagerly waiting for this to start. Got the perfect view. We are about 5 minutes away, folks. Can't go wrong with fireworks on the Las Vegas Strip. It's been a while since we've done a live, but we definitely wanted to bring you the fireworks. We used to do it downstairs, or attempt to, but it's hard to see right now, but it is jam-packed downstairs. There are mobs of people, and we've learned when there are mobs of people like that and we're out there trying to show you the fireworks, the phone connection just gets disconnected. So we're going to stay higher up here. We're on the 23rd floor of the Flamingo, now about 4 minutes away from the fireworks. Should be a good show. Caesar's Palace, once again, if you're joining us, is the only hotel on the Strip that lights off fireworks. Then there are some downtown, the Plaza, and I believe Circa do it. The station casinos have fireworks shows also at 9 o'clock. But we are going to do this live right here on the Las Vegas Strip. Stay tuned. We're almost there. We're about 4 minutes out. Who is excited? Who's excited to see the fireworks tonight? Chime in. Let us know. I'm super excited. I'm stoked. Yeah, we're looking at about 3 minutes. Man, oh man, it is crowded downstairs. It is crazy crowded down there. I don't know if I can zoom in and show you this. Let's see if I can turn this thing. I got this on a gimbal right now to try and keep balanced. But we're going to just show you right there, down at the street level. Oh man, it's just jam-packed with people. Waiting to see what we're going to see without having to do that. So you get the better view up here, that's for sure. Just a few minutes out right now. We're looking at about 3 minutes. And let's stay together and celebrate America. Don't eat the bread. No, it's not a buffet. I see the comments coming in. We do like to do live for the fireworks, though. We feel like y'all deserve to see it. And since we live here, we should be showing it to you. So we are. Even though it's not a buffet. And don't worry, I did not eat the bread tonight. Happy 4th of July, everyone. About 2 minutes away from the fireworks. I am excited to be able to go live and not lose connection. Because, man, that seems to happen when you're down there in that super big crowd. We got a nice cushy spot up here directly facing the fireworks. I am excited. So different than New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, there are several properties on the Strip that light off fireworks. We attempted to do a live. We were kind of live for a little bit on New Year's Eve. But with so many people down on the street level, the phone connection just dies on you. There's just too many people competing for it. So we're staying up higher here on the 23rd floor of the Flamingo with a perfect shot, and it's coming up. Am I going to go to a buffet afterwards? I don't think there's any open. Well, I don't know. Maybe at Caesar's Palace it might barely still be open. Sometimes they close at 9 or 10. Maybe I think 10's the weekends though. I don't know if I can. But that would be fun. That'd be maybe the second best way to celebrate America, going to a buffet here on the Strip. But I am happy to see the fireworks. And for those of you joining, yes, we're normally a buffet channel, all-you-can-eat channel, Vegas Eats type of channel, but today we're celebrating America. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. Here they are, the beautiful fireworks. Happy birthday, America. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, this is so much better for a live stream. We get a clear shot of the fireworks here. Oh, it's so beautiful. Caesar's Palace is the only one that lights off fireworks on the Las Vegas Strip. Fremont Street has the Plaza and maybe Circa, and then the Station casinos do it off Strip. But Caesar's, the only ones to do it on the Las Vegas Strip. See if we can keep you focused in on there, get a clear picture of the show. Oh, glad to hear you love the Mint Bistro buffet. The lunch buffet is awesome. Yeah, we really enjoyed that one. I agree. We do have the best seat. This is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. If you're watching, please click that like or that love button. The more likes, the merrier. Keep those comments coming in. Past my bedtime? Nah. I'm up till midnight usually. Oh, beautiful. Proud to be an American. We had a question, which hotel are you watching the fireworks from? We are watching it from the Flamingo. We are on the 23rd floor, strip view room, directly across the street. Had to talk extremely nicely to the folks at the front desk to get this view. And man, oh man, it is worth it. So beautiful. Thank you, Drazi. We liked the Mint Buffet. It was amazing. So amazing. Thank you to Caesar's Palace, the only hotel to light off fireworks on the Las Vegas Strip. Absolutely beautiful. They are the only ones, unless you go downtown to Fremont Street. We are loving this. Victor says, is there a good Thai buffet? Unfortunately, there are no Thai buffets in Las Vegas. That makes Mrs. Explorer very sad because she is Thai and she loves Thai food, and so do I. No buffets, no Thai buffets, unfortunately. There are a lot of Asian buffets, though, and we've covered all of them. So definitely check out those videos. Wow, look at those fireworks. Something else. What a show. Looks like they light them off from that, like, shorter, like, middle tower. It's next to the Nobu Hotel over there. Maybe that's the old Forum Tower. That's where they're lighting them off from. Oh, thank you, 110. Appreciate the support on the videos. Appreciate everyone's support. When you guys watch, that keeps us going. It is much appreciated, more than you know. I know there really are only a handful of Thai buffets in the U.S. Sad, but I think most Thai food is super expensive. It's probably hard to put in a buffet and keep decent quality anyway. What did I eat today? Honestly, I had a sandwich earlier and then another sandwich. Kind of keeping it low key today. It was more about the fireworks. Celebrating America. I might go get a steak after this because I don't know if I can if I can hit up a buffet after this. They'll be closed. Ooh, primarily prime rib at the South Point. We should review that. We have eaten there before, and I absolutely love it. There are a few good restaurants in the South Point, not just the buffet. There are some really nice restaurants there. No, we didn't really go anywhere. We just kind of hung around a little bit. We have this beautiful room at the Flamingo with a strip view, so we kind of enjoyed that a bit. And really wanted to make sure we had a nice view for the live tonight for the fireworks. They are definitely not disappointing. Absolutely beautiful. Well, can you imagine what we need to do next time? Is we need a room like in Caesar's Palace with a view of these fireworks. I don't know if you'd see it the same though, because it's like right in front of you. But maybe that's one to try for next time. Welcome, Patricia from Hawaii. Thank you for watching. The Codfather. I haven't tried that one yet. Is that a seafood place? Yeah, I agree, KT. I think we have the grand view right now. This is perfect. You really can't get much better than this. And if you're on the street level, you are just wall-to-wall people there. And your cell phone is not holding up for a live stream. That's what we learned. Oh, wow, there was a helicopter just flew right through those fireworks. That must be something. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Best fish and chips, huh? Ellis Island? Yeah, we love Ellis Island. Has some good eats. Hey, Umberto, welcome from San Francisco. Cosmo Terrace, sure. The best part about Vegas is there are so many restaurants to review. Even though we have been around for a few years now, we're just getting started. There's just so much to go to. And we're very fortunate for that. We're going to keep going to more and more. We'll throw in some buffets here and there as well, but we want to show you some of the best restaurants in Vegas. Whether you're visiting or you live here, visiting or live here, one way or the other, we have some of the best eats in the world here. Only the fireworks kind of slow down and then they speed up. But they are absolutely beautiful. I don't know why, G. Thomas. There was a helicopter that flew right through the fireworks. Drazi, it's interesting. My go-to pizza place, many maybe wouldn't know about, and that's Napoli Pizza. They have a location in Henderson that I absolutely love. There's something about like their tomato sauce and the thinner crust. It makes me think of New York pizza. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Must be the grand finale. And in the room, I can hear everybody cheering from the ground. Happy 4th of July, everyone. What better way to celebrate than watching the fireworks here on the Strip? Jesse said, don't forget the workouts afterwards. You know, I bought a treadmill just to keep working out. They lit off one more firework there, I think, just to mess with everyone. Oh, Herbs and Rye and Golden Steer. We look forward to reviewing both of those. We're hoping to be able to review Barry's Prime and Circa. We're working on that one. But we definitely would like to get into Golden Steer. It's harder to get into there. Herbs and Rye we'd like to get into as well. They have a couple of locations, actually. But we'd like to do that one, too. You're spending your money on the slots, Jesse? Well, I hope you hit a grand jackpot of some sort. Are fireworks expensive? I think millions of dollars. They are super expensive, for sure. Okay, so my favorite part now about being in the room in the Flamingo is that I see everybody at the street level, like, pretty much trying to step over each other to get out of there. And I am nice and comfortable in the air conditioning, so I don't even have to worry about that. Let's see if we can pan down to the street level here. You just see, like, the crowds of people trying to make their way out of there. I remember that from when I used to do it at the street level. No more. Definitely no more. There's the valet over at Caesars. Crowds of people there. Absolutely crazy. Just panning down there. Oh, man. I am thrilled that I am up in this comfortable room. Look at all these people trying to make their way back. It's like mayhem out there. Nobody can live down there, Chitamas. Pat, you know somebody who can do a whole fireworks show for $40? Are they going to the Moapa Paiute travel stop? Careful, the police look out for that around the July 4th time. Finding Frank, you would like to connect with Yints on a project. Are you saying you want to connect with us? A scavenger hunter to find a Las Vegas flower keychain that you're 3D printing. Sounds cool. Well, our email address is on our YouTube page. Feel free. School, I don't blame you. I went out there for 4th of July a couple of years in a row, and what happens is 30 seconds after the fireworks start, um, I get disconnected on my phone because everybody is trying to connect at the same time. Oh, the street is packed with people right now. They're literally like hordes. Look at all these people out there. That is insane. No, thank you. Everybody just trying to like jump over each other to make their way back to their hotels. The valet at Caesars is... Oh, that might be thinning out a little bit. Might be doing a little bit better. It was a little worse before. Who has the best all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue? You know, that is tricky. Maybe 888 Korean barbecue. 888 actually has a sister property, 888 Japanese barbecue. We actually like the Japanese one a little bit better than the Korean, but the Korean barbecue was very good as well, and they have some hot pot there, some nice options. You know, we've gone to so many Korean barbecue places in the valley, and they're very, very similar, I feel like. Gen Korean barbecue in the Miracle Mile shops, they have some really good options in there. They give you sushi in addition to all the different meats, and then they have filet mignon and ribeye. Um, and it's a good price. I think it's like $45. The only problem is the service there is hit and miss. Like, you can go there and get outstanding service, and then at other times, like, you're sitting there waiting forever to get anything you ordered. Like, we were there a week ago, and we asked for an extra scissors and tongs, and then the guy never brought it. We asked him a few more times, he still never brought it. And then, like, we would order the sushi items and the carpaccio. A carpaccio to me, it's almost like a sashimi because there's no rice in it. But that stuff took forever to come, and the meat came like lightning quick. So, although they have a great selection at that Gen Korean barbecue in the Miracle Mile, like, just know the service is hit and miss, but the price is very good. I would still say the best Korean barbecue is 888 Korean Barbecue in Chinatown, if I had to pick one at the moment. But there are some other okay ones. Yeah, School, you're saying Korean barbecue, pretty much all the same. Many of them I really do feel like it's the same. They have to offer something special. The reason why I mentioned Gen Korean barbecue is because they offer the carpaccio and the sushi, filet mignon and ribeye, and that's not an upcharge. They do have another upcharge menu for like an extra $20, and you can get some Wagyu. Thing with Wagyu is it's like they say it's Wagyu, but it's not like authentic Wagyu, like the stuff that you'd pay like $100 of 8-ounce steak somewhere, or even more. It's like $150 for an 8-ounce steak. They just say it's Wagyu, and it's something that, like, they probably made in the U.S. somewhere, and they're just simulating it. The marbleized, they're saying it's all marbleized and everything. What is the best all-you-can-eat sushi? It's interesting. There's a few good ones, but we have this, like, lesser known one that we like called Ace Sushi and Seafood Asian Fusion, because they give you all of the sushi rolls, and then they have all you can eat snow crab legs and all you can eat seafood boil. The seafood boil has the snow crab, shrimp, clams, mussels, corn on the cob, and it's absolutely delicious. So you can get just crab legs if you want, or seafood boil, and you get as much of that as you want, and the sushi rolls. That kind of sets them apart a little bit. If you want all you can eat sashimi, Hikari Sushi, that one's more like southwest side of the valley. And they have unlimited sashimi. How much is the 888? I think it's the 30s, 40s range. It's been a little bit since we've been there. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's in that range. And they do have 3 options there, if I remember correctly. Trust asks, is this Fremont? This is Caesar's Palace. Sorry, we're looking at the valet at Caesar's Palace at the moment. I can actually zoom out and show you. We are across the street from Caesar's Palace at the Flamingo. I am in a room on the 23rd floor. And I chose this because for the last couple of years, I attempted to do live streams of the fireworks. And what I found is it's so jam-packed at the street level, it's the closer you get to the fireworks, that like either right before they start or shortly after they start, the phone connection just dies on you because everybody is competing for it. Tomcat, I am using my phone right now. I'm using an iPhone 15. There's nothing special about this. The phone is easiest for me for a live stream. I just, I have an exterior mic that I plug in. It's a wireless mic that I plug into the iPhone that keeps the sound a little bit better quality. But that's what we use for a live stream. We have other cameras, so it kind of depends on what we're filming and what part we're filming when we're making a video, because sometimes we switch cameras over for different things. Kiki, you said it's super crowded over here across from your Cosmopolitan balcony. Absolutely, because everybody's filtering out of Caesars. It is still jam-packed out there. People can't get out of there. But I imagine they're walking all the way back to whatever hotels they're staying at. And it's just really crowded on the Strip right now. You're getting Hell's Kitchen vibes. Mrs. Explorer always jokes around. There's a place locally called Hell's Chicken. Are you getting Hell's Kitchen vibes or Hell's Chicken vibes? Hell's Kitchen's another one of those restaurants. I feel like that's hit and miss. What's not hit and miss is the price there. You will pay $100 and change a person easily if you're conservative. And the food and service can be hit and miss there. And that's a shame because Gordon Ramsay is quite the critic, but he probably needs to walk in his own restaurants on the Strip from time to time and maybe critique them. Hell's Kitchen vibes. Hugh Thomas, you can see the fireworks in front of the palms. Oh yeah, there's some, like, all around the valley right now, there are people who have purchased fireworks. There's a number of ways to do that in Las Vegas. There are legal fireworks that are sold in fireworks stands. They're in like every grocery store parking lot and Walmart parking lot around the valley. And then the people who are not satisfied with that level of fireworks that's being sold there, they try to take a drive from Las Vegas to a town that's maybe 45 minutes to an hour away. It's like they're heading towards Mesquite, Nevada. That's like a little golf town where people go on these little golf trips for the weekend. There's a couple of hotel and casinos there. But about 3/4 of the way or so there's an Indian reservation, a Moapa Indian reservation, and they sell fireworks there that are illegal outside of the reservation. And on 4th of July, or right before it, you see a lot of people traveling that way. But you got to be very careful because Las Vegas Metropolitan Police are aware of that, and a lot of folks get caught with it. They get it confiscated. They get ticketed. They get in some trouble. Not worth it. Happy 4th of July, Eric, from Panama City, Florida. Good to have you on. Tomcat, you asked, have you had any good hot pot, all you can eat? 888 Korean has some hot pot. Goji is another Korean barbecue that has some good hot pot there. Those are the ones that come to mind. But we have a lot. We have a lot of those types of places still to go review. We're going to keep going to them, so stay tuned. I heard Las Vegas is in the middle of the desert. Is that true? Absolutely. I know the dogs do not do so well with fireworks. My parents have dogs. They have two little chihuahuas, and those dogs are terrified of the fireworks. I used to have a dog too, and he was really scared of the fireworks. Was not a good situation for them. I remember like seeing my parents' dogs. They'd hide behind like the closet or the bed or something, and they're just scared. And it seems like you can give them those tranquilizers, and it doesn't matter. They're still terrified. Any medicine they have to give the dogs during fireworks, it doesn't usually work. It's kind of sad. So I hope your dogs are okay, Donna. So while everyone's on, what's your favorite restaurant in Las Vegas? Tomcat, the Mrs. Nationality, she is Thai. She is an American citizen, but she is Thai. So what is everybody's favorite restaurant? Oh, also, if you're on, please hit that like button. The more, the better. It's much appreciated if anybody can click that like for me. Craven likes Burger King. You know what? I don't even think there is a Burger King on the Strip. There's a McDonald's by Harrah's, I think. And even then, I don't know if there's any others. I can't even think of any other McDonald's. But I don't think there's a Burger King on the Strip. Aw, poor dog is frantic. I'm sorry, Donna. Goku777, you've never been to Las Vegas? Well, you need to come on over. Good Thai restaurant. There's one locally called Boon Thai that we really enjoyed when we reviewed. Mrs. describes it closest to food at home. So I'm more inclined to say that's a pretty amazing restaurant if my Thai wife is enjoying it and says it's closest. We are planning a trip to Lamai. So let's see if that one can compete. That one may be a little ways out. A couple of weeks out before we're going to have that one. But we intend to go there. We've heard good things. I'm trying to think. Other than that, there's a cool little Thai food truck, Natty's Thai. They kind of park in different places around the valley, and we enjoy their food. They don't make too many items, but the items that they do make, they make very well. They have some really delicious chicken wings and pad Thai. They have a nice garlic chicken that I really enjoy. Let's see. Hell's Kitchen vibe. I could stand to listen to some Ramsey lose it on some sous chef right now. Nice. What does he say? Dreadful. It was dreadful. Goku777. I've been to Germany for quite some time, though. Well, nice. How is Bangkok Street Thai downtown? I think it's okay. I don't think it's anything we're gonna like run back to. It's okay though. You know, there was a really good barbecue place in Henderson, and then it went out of business. Um, now we really need to check out some more barbecue places because the only places we've been to are like chain places right now, like Lucille's and Dave's Famous Barbecue, and they're okay. They're nothing special. Jeremy, you said how much does it cost monthly? How much does what cost monthly? River Cat, River Rat. I love your YouTube channel. Thank you, River Rat. Rocky Mountain oysters. My favorite place for oysters is the Oyster Bar in Palace Station. Absolutely love those. If you want some nice oysters for a brunch, then Lavo in the Palazzo is a really good place to get some oysters. Let's see. What other questions do we have? CPS 70s and Goku 777, they're talking about the Hell's Kitchen vibes that they're getting. Jeremy, what did you want to know what the cost was? Cost to live in Vegas or rent a place or what's the cost for what, Jeremy? So I asked everybody, what's your favorite restaurant? The only answer I got was Burger King. You guys are boring. Just kidding. There's got to be some. On St. Rose, there's this barbecue place called Big B's Barbecue. I've heard good things about them. Ooh, we'll have to check that out. Do you get comped when you are filming? The majority of the time, no. We just pay. It's kind of tricky, but we do like to call places ahead of time and let them know that we're coming. We don't like to, in essence, like show up as a surprise visit. Like we have had to do that on occasion, but we do like to at least call places ahead of time. And comps, they're kind of tricky. Sometimes too, if you take too many comps, then you gotta almost worry like that you're when you don't like something, what do you do about that? Because we want to keep our channel honest. If we don't like something, we don't want to tell you that we do, and we never do that. And I'm afraid if we get comped, then maybe they're expecting us to do that or something like that. So right now we're pretty good, and we rarely get comped, and that's okay. Roadhouse Grill. Oh, okay, we'll have to check that one out. Let's see. Wicked Spoon or Wynn Buffet? Definitely Wynn Buffet for dinner. Their seafood spectacular. Wicked Spoon does serve snow crab legs for their brunch, and it is a nice buffet, and they have a lot of really unique dishes like the wicked fried chicken. They just kind of name them for their buffet, but the Win definitely tops them all right now, and we've been to all of them again this year. Our top 5 video puts the Win buffet in first place over the Bacchanal at Caesars. Bacchanal at Caesars is amazing, and it's the biggest buffet in Vegas, but the Win is serving a couple of premium items that kind of put it on the top right now. Like they have a nice caviar bar. They do have all the snow crab, Dungeness crab, jumbo shrimp cocktail, steamed snow crab, all the sushi. They even have some sashimi. The carving station at the Wynn is the biggest of any of them. And this last time they had filet mignon on the carving station. That was incredible. They had some Wagyu, but they must have run out of it right before I went there to try and get some, so that's a bummer. But I'll say for now, I'm saying the Wynn Buffet is number one. I do want to say that there is a really nice buffet in the M Resort, not their buffet, but it's in their steakhouse, the Anthony's Prime Steak and Seafood restaurant. They only do it Sundays for brunch, and it's very difficult to get in. Reservations are booked a year out. But they serve jumbo lobster tails in addition to the crab legs. Um, and that brunch is 99 bucks a person. You have to keep trying to get a reservation because it's tough. It is definitely tough. Always enjoy going to the Stage Door Casino. I did footlong hot dog and a beer. Yeah, the Stage Door, they still have dollar beers and the $2 hot dogs. Not a bad deal. Always a good cheap eat. Let's see. Donna, you don't know of any place that opened the buffets? Right now on the Strip, you have the Wynn, Caesar's Palace, Circus Circus, MGM, Luxor, Excalibur, Cosmo, and Bellagio that have all reopened their buffets. Off Strip, you have the Palms, you have the Rampart, South Point, all the way out in Lake Las Vegas, Rick's Cafe inside of the Hilton. There are a number of locals buffets like the Asian buffets that are pretty stellar as well, and they are open. They have reopened, so there are a lot of buffets around town, but unfortunately, um, the majority of them did not reopen. TE, the Ace Buffet of the Palms is one of our very favorites. They do a number of things very well that the other buffets don't do. They do lots of theme nights. Rampart does a little bit in the way of theme nights, um, and South Point as well. But Palms, I feel like they do the theme nights the best. They have their lobster buffet, whole lobster and lobster tails. That's Wednesday and Thursday. They do snow crab and prime rib on Friday, and then their brunch is 7 days a week with snow crab. That's $32.99. We did a video on that recently. That was amazing. They also have steaks in that brunch buffet. They are delicious. They just put salt and pepper on them, very basic, but they're juicy, they're fresh. And then you grab yourself some snow crab and shrimp. The Ace does that really well. Ace also has something else unique. The last Saturday of every month, they do a themed buffet. And this changes from month to month. It could be like an Italian theme, then a Hawaiian theme, then an all-American theme. They just keep changing it up. So I think they had like a Greek and Mediterranean theme at one point. They do some really cool ones. Yeah, TE, yes, lobster, definitely. Do all the buffets put a time limit on you? Um, so the two buffets that really like enforce this sort of time limit, or I should say three, because the Palms does too. It's Caesars, Wynn, and Bacchanal that really kind of enforce those time limits. Wynn can be hit and miss. They have a 2 hour time limit at the Wynn, and they don't always like enforce it. Caesars is pretty good about enforcing their 90-minute time limit, which is frustrating because sometimes it's you wait in other lines after you get in just to get your food, and then you have 90 minutes to eat and leave, and it's very expensive. But then it's usually jam packed outside, so I think they have to do it just to get everybody in. The Palms has a 90-minute time limit, but at least with the Palms, once you're in there, you don't have any problems getting to the food. So I don't have a problem with it so much there. And they're not ultra strict, but they have at times, they've reminded some folks, hey, you're getting close to the time limit. Bellagio, at least they don't seem to publish it if they have a time limit. And then like Excalibur, Luxor, and MGM, those are more your like basic buffets on the Strip. They're open for brunch. They're nothing ultra special, and they don't really have time limits. I never see them enforce it anyway. South Point, I don't see them enforcing time limits. Same thing at Rampart. That's about it that I can think of. Circus, I don't think they enforce time limits there. Um, let's see. What's the most exotic place that you've went to? There's some pretty... I have to pick one. That's kind of hard. I don't know if it's exotic, but one of my favorite places is Golden Steer because they're so unique. You have this like old-fashioned sort of theme there, like this, like the old gangster type of theme. I don't know. It's such a nice place, and the food is outstanding. Maybe that's the best steak. Tomcat's asking what the best burger is. I'll get to that in a bit, but best exotic. Chico's in Durango is pretty nice. They had a nice little exotic Mother's Day brunch buffet. It was expensive, but it was pretty nice. Lavo and the Palazzo, I like that one. Let's see, I'm trying to think of some other ones. Golden Steer is one of my favorites. Best burger in Vegas. I used to say, I might still feel that. No, I used to say there was a burger in Binion's. It was like this gigantic burger. It was almost a challenge. I can't remember how long ago that was. It was a burger. It was like a 2-pound burger the size of a plate, and if you finished it, then it was free. And I used to like that burger very much. Let's see. Oh, is there a buffet at the Four Seasons? Actually, yes, there is. It's on Sundays. I don't know if it's on Saturdays as well. I can't remember. It's on Sundays for sure. And then I know for Father's Day, the buffet will be a little more upscale and it'll offer king crab even. So king crab at a buffet, interesting. You'll see it at Jasmine and the Bellagio for Lunar New Year. You'll see it in Genting Palace for Lunar New Year. Nico's had it for Mother's Day brunch buffet. Otherwise, you don't see king crab in the buffets anymore. It's really frustrating that we don't see that anymore. And when we were in Reno about a month ago, there's a buffet in the Atlantis Hotel up there every Friday, king crab in their seafood buffet, and it's only $55. So we're thinking, man, like if they can do this for $55 every Friday, what in the world is stopping the buffets in Vegas from doing something like that? I know everything in Vegas has to be like 3 times as expensive as everywhere else, but why don't we see a king crab like buffet even if it's more expensive here? Because they can do it in Reno, they can do it here, right? Are we waiting for the fireworks? The fireworks were at 9 p.m. If you revisit this when we are done with the live stream, there's just so many folks on, I wanted to stay on. But when we're done with the live stream, I'll post it, and the fireworks are on this live stream. They were from about 9 to 9:15, and we had the perfect view from where we were at. So definitely check this out after. Rio used to have the best buffet. I agree. They really had an amazing buffet. We did go to the Pepper Mill, Brian, when we were in Reno. The cafe there is nothing like the Pepper Mill here. It's kind of surprising because I know it's the same owner. The inside of the Pepper Mill, like the casino, looks very similar to like the Pepper Mill Cafe over here. And then the Pepper Mill used to own the Rainbow Club in Henderson, but there's new owners that bought that over. And then that casino used to kind of look like the Pepper Mill as well. The food was decent at the cafe, but it really wasn't. It didn't have the same feeling as the Pepper Mill in Vegas. Happy 4th of July, yes. Best casino for slots, EDV 1604. Best casino for slots. This is tricky. What I will say is the worst odds in Vegas are on the Las Vegas Strip. If you're a visitor, you will get better odds in downtown Las Vegas. And the best odds are at some of the locals casinos. So you need to disappear from the tourist zone. So like if you were to go, sometimes the station casinos have some decent slots in them, like Rampart or some of the Summerlin casinos or Henderson casinos. Silverton, let's say South Point, you'll see some better slots. The stations still have some video poker that actually have pay tables that pay better than 100%. Meaning, if you know the best strategy, the correct strategy to play every hand, you would be playing at an advantage to the house. You only seem to see those in the stations now. The other casinos that used to have them have since gotten rid of them, so it's really hard to find them now. I think the Skyline in Henderson has some of those. Aliante is another good one too. I don't know if they have any of the 100% games anymore. They may. I haven't been there in a little bit. Um, Brian, the Peppermill is huge inside. I usually bounce back between Atlantis and Peppermill. Both amazing casinos. Peppermill is a little more upscale. I actually don't remember that the last time I was in Reno, but actually, I shouldn't say the last time I was in Reno. The last time I was in the Peppermill, but this time, this past trip that we took there, I would agree with you. The Peppermill is way more upscale. They've really improved it. I almost felt like I was walking into the Bellagio when I went in there. If you go up in the elevators at the Peppermill, you can see the original building, the cafe, where it was. Oh, I didn't know that. Texas Station used to be, I think, one of the best places, even if you were a tourist or a local. Yeah, Texas Station used to be one of those. The stations are all decent for slots. I think your money will go a little bit further because I know that's what EDV was curious about. Where's the best for slots? I always say some of the locals places. In Henderson, I like this a casino called The Pass. They're actually building a hotel there. It's on Water Street, which is downtown Henderson. There's 3 casinos down there, but I like The Pass a little bit more than the other ones. The other ones are okay. What I really like about downtown Henderson is you can get some reasonably priced food down there. Like the Rainbow Club and the Emerald Island, they both have a cafe, and the entrees are all about $10. They're not huge portions, but they're dinner entrees, and they're $10. So can't go wrong with that. And usually, if you play a little bit in those casinos, they'll send you a mailer with free food offers. The Pass will send you mailers for free play and things like that. Their slots pay reasonably, and you also earn points towards food comps as well. That I didn't even know, but I think the Pass does a pretty good job comping their players. So you earn better comps off of the strip too. It's interesting as a local, when you do want to go to the strip and gamble, many visitors would be surprised by this, but MGM casinos will give locals virtually nothing no matter how much you play. They will not offer you free rooms. They will not give you, if they do give you free play, it's something ridiculous like $5 or $10 a week. If I am going to drive from my house to the strip, that's a good 20, 30 minutes away, and then park in one of the MGM properties, walk through the parking lot for another 15 minutes to get into the casino, to do all that for $5 in free play, they're nuts. It's almost as if they just don't want locals there. But Caesars properties, on the other hand, they're a little bit nicer to locals. If you play a little bit in their casinos and you have a player's card and you log into their app, a lot of times you can score free rooms during the week. So if you're local and you want to get a quick staycation in, you can do a little bit better with Caesars than you can with MGM. It seems for a local. Now, I bet some of you might disagree when you're visitors to town, because I've heard of MGM giving insane offers like, a week's worth of free nights and 500 in free play. But a local, if I played even twice as much as the person who earned that comp, they would give me $5 in free play or $10 in free play. It's sad. Do I like Dottie's? The Dotties are kind of funny. They're okay. I've never had any luck playing in those, but what I like is they have all these little snacks there and drinks in there that they offer their players. So they're kind of nice in that sense. And their mailers they're pretty amusing to me. So I'll play a little bit in one of the casinos, and then like 2 months later I'll get a mailer and it'll say week 1 I get $3 in free play. Week 2 is $4, then $5, and then $8, and I show it to Mrs. Explorer and we kind of laugh at it. I'm like, am I going to go in there for $3? But I mean, they're offering something, and they're a lot closer and easier to get to. The Dotties too. I think you can save up your points and get some nice prizes, or convert them maybe back to free play again. So it has its advantages. Let's see. What other questions do we have? I don't know if I missed any, but if I missed one, please comment again. Was that an airplane? No, it wasn't an airplane. You know what it was? It was a helicopter. Um, there's a few companies, but Maverick, I've been on the Maverick flight over Vegas. They have, they'll have like maybe 8 of them that'll leave one after another, and they just fly around the strip and then back to the airport. The flight itself is like 12 minutes long. I took that flight once. They actually changed this comp, but on the My Vegas app, they have an offer that you can get sometimes if you're lucky for it was buy one, get one free helicopter ride for the flight over the strip. Now it's buy one, get one half off, but when it was buy one, get one free, I had taken that flight. I took Mrs. Explorer on that flight for our anniversary, and it was a ton of fun. An absolute ton of fun. I know a few people that really hit big at Dottie's. Oh, well, hey, more power to them. That's awesome. How much to go on the helicopter, day or night, is better? Well, if you had to pick one, I would say the night flight, just because the strip lit up is always going to be more beautiful. But the day flight has its benefits as well. Back then, and I'm sure it's more money now, when I took Mrs. Explorer for anniversary, it was between 80 and 120 per ticket, and I had to buy one, get one free. There is another comp in My Vegas for a free flight, very tough to get. It's almost never available. And then there's a free Grand Canyon flight. It takes a lot of points for that. I think 6 million points to get that on the My Vegas app, but you could possibly score that too. They still have buy one, get one half off for the Vegas Strip flight. Maybe I'll do it again sometime. Best chicken wings. Let's see. Natty's Thai Kitchen, the food truck that I was talking about earlier in the live stream. There's something that they do. Their chicken wings are fabulous. They have like a garlic flavored. There's a couple of spicy ones. I don't even like spicy food, but I like their spicy wings. I feel like it's really delicious when you taste it, and then that spice hits you on the back end. But man, those wings are amazing. Absolutely love those. When I lived in Vegas as a local, I was going to the Strip. The Venetian was always great. Super happy to have locals. Westgate was my go-to. Strip joint, though. You know what? We haven't done much in the Venetian, but way back when I signed up for the card, I kind of asked them. I said, as a local, am I going to get any sort of offers? And the lady kind of chuckled. She says, I wouldn't count on much, which kind of turned us off to the Venetian, and I haven't really ever done much there since. And to be honest, like when you're local here, you walk in one casino, it's like you walk into all of them. Like you may find a machine or two in a casino that you just don't see in many other places, but right now the slots players, they all love like these Dragon Link, Lightning Link type of machines, and they're everywhere, and multiple machines in every casino you go into. Heck, I even see the Dragon Links in the gas stations and supermarkets sometimes. It's pretty funny. Hola, Damj. Bird dog, Trump or Biden? To be honest with you, I can't say that I'm happy with Either. Politics these days, I try to stay out of politics because everything is so extreme and people just can't agree. And it's really hard. I don't know, it's really hard to pick. I want what's better for people, not what other people tell me is better for people. Reno's a much better town if you want to gamble and be able to just kind of go anywhere and live there. We really enjoyed our last trip there, and actually I did very well. We stayed in the Silver Legacy because, getting back to how Caesars is a little more generous to locals here in Vegas, they gave me a room comp out in Reno, and we stayed in Silver Legacy, and I did very well playing there. The slots were very kind to me there. Um, I have a diamond card for Caesars. They have a nice little lounge in the Silver Legacy there with. You can stop in that diamond lounge any time of the day. They give you free bottles of water, sodas, wine, beer, as much as you want at any point, and they have some snacks in there too. I actually really enjoyed that because I don't find that the diamond check-in lounges here in Vegas give you much of anything. I may have seen some water in one or two of them, or I saw a coffee machine in the one in the Flamingo here. But it's just kind of sad that they don't give much here. Although I did learn a new trick. When I was in the Silver Legacy in Reno, they gave me what they said was an $8 credit every day for coffee in the morning. I could go to their coffee place or the Starbucks that was in the hotel and get a drink. Um, I stopped at the Player Club here earlier in the day, and the lady told me with my diamond card here, I could get a $25 drink 4 times a day in Vegas, comped with my diamond card. I didn't even know that. Now I'm super excited, so I keep stopping and getting Starbucks every time I turn around in one of these hotels because it's free. I get 4 free a day, whether I stay in a hotel or not. That's nice. So, and that they said is a locals benefit for Caesars players. So, I think you have to be a certain level. So you have to be diamond or 7 star. But that's just something that even the station casinos or the local hotels don't do something like that. So that's actually a pretty nice comp. Joy, joy, joy. Hey guys, $29 lobster boil, whole lobster at Palace Station. Wow, which restaurant is that in? That's not in the Oyster Bar, is it? That sounds exciting. I would love to have some lobster boil for $29. We found this Filipino restaurant in Town Square that was doing a buffet like on the weekends. He had sometimes it was for a brunch and sometimes it was dinner, and it was like $40 and he had unlimited like split lobster. And we kind of looked at each other when we went there and we were like, man, that's not going to last. And sure enough, I think it lasted for like 3-4 weeks, and then now they still have it, but it's only one lobster, so bummer. Jump off, I'm not jumping. Even if I had a parachute, I'm not jumping. Speaking of Starbucks, now I'm going to go ahead and have myself a sip of my Starbucks that I have here in the room. Nathan's or Hebrew National hot dogs? Well, I am formerly from New York, and Nathan's hot dogs have a special place in my heart. So I would say Nathan's, but I do like Hebrew National as well. Brian, it's 4 free drinks up to $25. So I think I'm either Diamond Plus or Diamond Elite or something like that. No, I'm Diamond Elite. So they said if you're Diamond level or higher, that means if you're plain Diamond, Diamond Plus, Diamond Elite, or 7 star, you get 4 free drinks a day. This is what she told me. And the drinks can be up to $25 each. Now, the different hotels have different restaurants you can redeem this in. It doesn't have to be a Starbucks. Like there are some of the bars here. I could go to a bar and order a drink for $25, or I could go into the Starbucks and order like the biggest tall drink that probably only costs like 14 bucks there. But you can get up to 4 drinks that are up to $25 each, and this is every single day, as long as you maintain that level. That's what they told me. I was shocked. But yesterday I grabbed 4 tall Starbucks drinks and brought them back to Mrs. Explorer, and I redeemed 1 today so far. But the Starbucks here in Flamingo is open 24/7, so I intend to get the other 3 before midnight. And then after midnight it resets and I can get 4 more. How do you find out when the casinos do special buffets? Do they contact you? It's interesting. A lot of times our viewers will tell us, hey, did you know so-and-so is doing a special buffet? Are you going to go check it out? Like when we went to Nico's Steakhouse in Durango for the Mother's Day buffet, one of our viewers commented on one of our videos and told us they were doing that. We didn't even know that. Sometimes, like with Anthony's Prime, before that started, it like popped up in our feed on Facebook, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Can't wait to go. So I made a reservation and off we were. Other times I will do random research where I'll just be Google searching buffets in Vegas, new buffets in Vegas. I just word of mouth sometimes. Other folks will tell us. So there's no magic to it. Sometimes we're lucky, and sometimes we're just researching and we're looking and we happen to find it. So then we go to it. But whenever there's a buffet, we try to make sure that we show it to y'all. Proly, you're asking, is this Mandalay Bay? We're looking at Caesar's Palace, and we're currently sitting in the Flamingo. We're on the 23rd floor in a Flamingo room. I had to turn the lights off because otherwise you'd see like the lamps like reflection in the window. But we have a strip view room. I had to talk very kindly to the front desk staff to get this view. Not so easy because it's not freely available. Let's see, Brian. That is I agree. That is incredible. $100 a day and free drinks. I never knew that. If I knew that, I'd have been here. Every time we're here, I'd be stopping for drinks, and I didn't even know that until yesterday. So I burned half the year not even knowing I had that benefit. That's what really kind of makes me sad. Tailgate Social, $29 lobster boil, so good. Okay, well, I'm going to tell Mrs. Explorer to put that one on the list. Tailgate Social, $29 lobster boil. That is definitely worth checking out. See, this is how we find out about places, because folks tell us and then we go. Some of the best recommendations we get are from our viewers. What does the Flamingo charge for resort fees? We are diamond level and the room was comped. And when you're diamond level, you don't pay resort fees. But I believe it is $44.99 a day if you are not diamond level. It's $44.99 a day per resort fee, for the resort fee. Joy, you might have been the one who told us about Nico's. And they emailed you, huh? Pretty incredible, because I get emails from stations and I didn't get an email about that, or maybe I missed it. But thank you, Joy, because that was an amazing meal. And we were so glad that we could go, and we wouldn't have been able to go had you not recommended it to us. So thank you for that. You have good recommendations. We're definitely going to have to check out that Tailgate Social. Dawn Marie, resort fees went up to $50 a day. Ugh, that's sad. That is really sad. So they charge you $50 a day in resort fees, and then they charge you tax on it. So the $50 a day is really like $55 a day. Just keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. So if you get a free room and you're not diamond level, then your free room still costs you 50 plus a day with resort fees. Sad. Definitely sad. Mercy, is your wife from the Philippines? I'm from the Philippines. No, she is from Thailand. Joy. Oh, it comes with clams and corn and sausage. Love it. Can't wait to check it out. Mercy. Is it very hot right now? It's actually abnormally hot right now. It's normally very hot in the summer, and most days are, 105, 106 degrees, but we have an excessive heat warning in place that started today, and it's not going to end until next week. We are going to be looking at some days that are 118, 119, maybe even 120 in this next week here. So Don, you're arriving Saturday. It's going to be hot. It's going to be more hot than normal, so make sure that you get lots of waters for yourself. Let's see. Why don't I like beets, Drew Thomas? I just don't. I don't know why. Yeah, anybody who watches the videos, every time I say beets, I go, ugh. I just don't like them. I don't care if anybody else likes them. I just don't like them. Sunday night, I'm still debating between Caesar's Bacchanal or Bellagio Dinner Buffet. I will definitely do Caesar's later. Between Caesar's and Bellagio, I would say Caesar's is definitely better. The Bellagio, we just went there for the dinner buffet. They're charging $75 now. I'm glad they lowered the price a little bit because they were $80 for a bit, but they're charging $75. And you don't get a lot of the things that you would get in the Wynn for $75. So they do have snow crab legs, they have prime rib, they have, I think, beef steamship. They have some other seafood there, like they have oysters on the half shell, some salmon and tuna poke, sushi, some handmade sushi rolls as well. But I feel like they're missing some things for their price point. The food is good. I'm not saying it's a bad buffet. It's a decent buffet. If you can get the 2-for-1 on My Vegas, then it's a really good option because you're half price at that point. But considering the Bellagio buffet and Wynn buffet are the same price, that's kind of interesting to me. I feel like you may as well go to the Wynn if you're going to do that, because the Wynn, I think, is the best one right now because it's open every day and they serve superior food. So that would be my recommendation. But, I mean, Bellagio is an okay alternative. It's not going to be like the wow factor like you get at the Wynn. So Caesar's Bacchanal is a good one, too, because it's huge. There's a lot of selections. Let's see, Craven, I believe Roland Smoke Barbecue has a $45 buffet, but you're limited to 1 hour. Oh, okay, Roland Smoke Barbecue. Got to put that one on the list, too. Roland Smoke Barbecue. For sure, we will add that one to the list. Is Chow staying here? Not in the Flamingo. Chow stays in Caesar's Palace. And I think he stays there because it's pager friendly. Hey, Chris. Joy, you like the Wynn buffet? We do too. We think it's amazing. Don Marie, I have a soft spot for Bellagio buffet. Manager Ariel and Lucy always take extra good care of me. I have MGM cooks, but yes, not as great as Caesar's or Wynn. We've gone to the Bellagio buffet a number of times. We always have a good meal there. Like I say, I'm not suggesting it's not a good buffet. I think it's a pretty good buffet. I just think that their price point isn't competitive with the Wynn, even though they charge the same price as the Wynn. That's my only issue. If they added maybe 1 or 2 more things, like premium dishes in the Bellagio buffet, or they lowered the price a little bit more, maybe another $5-10, then they'd be right where they should be. But that's my only issue. Thomas, you should do a live more often. Give us some advice for free play and cheap food. Well, we're working on another Cheap Eats video that I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but we've been working on it. And free play, most of the time free play is when you play and they send you offers. But actually, you know what? There is a hotel called the Tuscany on Flamingo that is, it's a couple of blocks from the Strip, and they have an offer right now. It's a promotion that's going on for brand new slot players. If you've never had a card there, a player's card there, go to the Tuscany, sign up for a card. They're going to give you $50 in free play just for signing up. You don't have to earn anything. You can just download your 50 into the machines and you're good to go. Whatever you get, you can keep. Now, their promotion does continue a little bit. So after you play your free $50, if you earn 200 points, they'll give you another $50. And then if you earn another 200 points after that, they'll give you another $50 for $150 total. That, I don't know how long that's going to last. It's an incredible promotion. Nobody's offered anything like that in a long time. But if you don't want to earn any points or do anything like that, just if you sign up, you get $50 in free play. Most places, if you sign up and they're giving you free play, they're giving you like $5 or $10, and they say a chance to get however much. But $50 is pretty impressive, so definitely go down there if you have a chance. Let's see. Is it still doing more down here? More fireworks. The fireworks on the Strip were at 9 o'clock. After we're done with the live stream, I'll log off and I'll post it. I think I logged in about 8:50 or started the stream at about 8:50. So if you go about 10 minutes into the stream, you can see the fireworks. We have a clear live stream of it because we're not at the street level. I used to do that, and the reception was terrible. So I just got the Strip View room at Flamingo to give you like the perfect view. So definitely check that out after. Go to the Sphere and climb to the top. Well, I wish I could do that. I just don't know if I'm capable of doing that. That's that'd be interesting though. You should review the Lowry Steakhouse by the Virgin Hotel. Their prime rib is pretty decent, but not the best price. Craven, you know, that's what I have been to Lowry's a number of times. I've never reviewed it on the channel. And most of the time, I would say the prime rib is pretty good. I have had some occasions where the prime rib was cold, where it didn't taste that great, and then it is extremely expensive. I feel like their price point is way too high for prime rib. I just don't think it's a good value. I think most of the time it tastes good. But that's my issue. But then again, this is Vegas, right? Everything you want to eat is a ridiculous price right now. They charge more and more. Soon when you arrive at Vegas, a giant claw machine is going to pick you up, hold you upside down, empty your pockets, and then send you back to the airport. That's what it's going to be in the future here. It seems like. Another person is streaming in front of the Sphere. Interesting, Kurt. Thomas, are you sure $150 free play? Have already done that? Yes, I have done that. So I was never a member there. Mrs. Explorer and I both did that, and I can verify they give you $50 just for signing up. And then when you earn 200 points, they give you another 50. And then when you earn 200 points, they give you your last round of 50, so you can get up to 150. But you get $50 right away without having to earn anything. Definitely a good deal. Sorry, sipping my Starbucks. Enjoying one of my 4 free drinks for the day. So Joy, if you're still on, tell me some more good recommendations. So we learned, right? We're going to go to Palace Station for that $29 lobster boil. And then we have a new barbecue. I think it was Rolling Smoke Barbecue. Was that Craven? You said it was a $45 barbecue buffet at Rolling Smoke. And I think Tailgate Social, Joy, that's what you said, right? Have you ever done any local tavern food reviews? We haven't done any local tavern ones like outside of a hotel. We may in the future, but we're actually going to be going to Luckley's in the Rio. That is a brand new tavern that opened up there. So Rio has new owners, and I know many are upset that they closed the buffet, but they have done a lot of work on the Rio, the new owners. Actually, the lights on the outside of the property look beautiful at night now, whereas it kind of looked like it was fading out from the skyline before. And they have opened several new restaurants. I think they've renovated about 1,500 of their rooms already. They are influencer friendly, which is wonderful. So we're going to be doing some filming there. And we're going to be starting with Luckley's, which is an American tavern. So we will see how that one goes. Look out for that video. We may put that one out next week because we're going to film that in the next day or two. Roller Girl, morning news for breakfast. Is morning news a restaurant, or are you just watching the morning news during breakfast time? Let's see. I don't know. I like that barbecue Mexicana place. It's new across from IKEA Durango, same place. People that do Border Grill at Mandalay Bay. Okay, we've actually been to the Border Grill at Mandalay Bay. We did a video on that, I think, a couple of years ago at this point. Yeah, we'll have to give it a shot. Oh, Morning News is a new restaurant. It's the same owners as Herbs and Rye. Okay. We will have to give that one a shot. May have missed it. Have you ever done the broiler Ace crab legs at Boulder Station? Thursdays only, starting again August this year. We have seen. Sometimes you're gonna laugh. We take our kid to the arcade in Boulder Station, and there's a Kids Quest over there. But for those of you who watch enough, I like to play in the arcades a little bit, and I feel like I can beat those machines. I can't beat the casinos, but I feel like I can beat those machines. And we have seen like posters for that over and over again, but we have never gone there. We will have to give that one a shot too, because I sure do love crab legs, especially when it's all you can eat. But we'll definitely have to give that one a shot too. Morning news, huh? New restaurant. I love Vegas. There's always something new. There's always something new. Craven, would you consider 7-Eleven gas station food? Probably not for a full-length video. Maybe as some kind of like funny short video. Fighting Soul, the best Chinese and Thai places in Vegas. Best Chinese, we love a place called New York Chinese Restaurant. And they have at least 2 locations. Maybe they have a third now, but I know there's one in Summerlin, and there is one kind of in the edge of Henderson. What I like about New York Chinese Restaurant here in Vegas is that they make chicken and shrimp chow mein like it's made in New York. Here in Vegas, it's made with what looks like spaghetti. They say it's noodles, but it looks like spaghetti to me. In New York, there's no noodles of any kind or spaghetti-looking type of noodles in chow mein. And here in New York Chinese Restaurant, they make the New York style chicken chow mein. So it tastes really good too. And they have the spare ribs, and the egg rolls look like New York egg rolls there. So that's my favorite Chinese. And Thai right now is Boon Thai, which is on Warm Springs near Spencer. Mrs. Explorer compares it to be most like Thai food back home. So that's definitely our favorite there. Good night, Don. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Let's see. I like the Wagyu Smash Burger at Blue Ribbon Sushi at GVR. Oh, okay. I haven't been to Hank's for a while in GVR too. Hank's is pretty good too. But hey, I'll have to try that out. Thomas, you just want to know everything about us, don't you? Favorite fast food? I I do like In-N-Out. I do like In-N-Out burger. The fries not as much, but I like the burgers from In-N-Out Burger. I think that would be my pick. YouTube full time. I wish one day. If everyone keeps watching and they watch us more and we become bigger and bigger, then yes, we will eventually do that full time. For now, it's just one of our jobs. Animal fries make them bearable. Mrs. Explorer doesn't eat beef, but the one thing she likes to get from In-N-Out is the fries animal style. So I would agree with that. Ruby Tuesday, never got a chance to go to that one. I think Red Robin has some decent burgers for a chain type of place. Oh, Ives Burger at Durango's pretty good. Is that in their food hall? We need to start reviewing more of the restaurants in Durango. And even in Fontainebleau. I feel we got these new properties. We need to get out there and do some of them. Did you know Fontainebleau, there's a bagel restaurant in there? And they have a bagel in there that's like 120 bucks. I think it has like cream cheese and chives and caviar maybe. Maybe that's why it's so expensive. I just cannot picture spending a hundred plus dollars on a bagel sandwich. Oh, Ives Burger is in the Eat Your Heart Out, the food hall. Yeah, yeah. You want to take your girlfriend for a birthday dinner that's not too pricey and you're on the strip. Not too pricey. That can be a little more challenging, but let me think. If you like Italian, maybe Buddy V's inside Venetian or the Palm Steakhouse inside the Forum Shops at Caesars might be a little bit more on the reasonable side. If you're looking to stay on the strip, trying to think of where else, because you want something nice. Or for Asian food, Jasmine at the Bellagio is anywhere on the strip is expensive, but they're not like ridiculous expensive. So you won't be paying like the same price you'll be paying to go to the Eiffel Tower restaurant or something like that. I mean, the Eiffel Tower restaurant and then like the top of the world at the Stratosphere. These are very expensive restaurants that you pay a little bit more for the view than you do for the food. But man, you'll score some points on a date for that one. But they're expensive. Let's see. Good point, Craven. A restaurant can either be great or horrible depending how great the cook is. Bagel in New York is $4 and it's the best. I would completely agree with that. A $4 bagel sandwich in New York is probably better than a $10 bagel sandwich here. I did see, Joy, that they're giving air fryer out at the stations on the 12th. I am bummed out though because I won't be in town that day, so I won't be able to go. Yeah, I know Jasmine has smaller portions. I'm just trying to think like I want a classy restaurant recommendation, but I don't want to. I know the request was not too expensive, so I'm trying to think of somewhere that's not too expensive. How about Wahlburger? Do you like their food? We ate there once. I thought it was decent. Um, it's better than probably Bobby Flay's burgers. Bobby Flay's burgers are okay. They're just I call them super expensive. Like like you want to get a burger, fries, and a drink there. It's like $30 for one person, and it's fast food. Wahlburger was okay. It was decent. Tacos with hot salsa. Well, for tacos, go to, let's see, what is that place again? Across the street from Resorts World. We put it in our cheap eats video. I don't know why I can't remember it now. Tacos El Gordo. They're pretty good. MP, the fireworks were at 9 o'clock, and they were right what we're looking at. We're looking at Caesar's Palace. So they were from about 9 to 9:15. Caesar's Palace is the only hotel that lights them off for July 4th. When we end the live stream, we're going to end that fairly soon here, probably in about 5 minutes. When we end the live stream, if you want to check out the video, because I'll post it, I think I started the live stream at about 8:50, so go about 10 minutes in and you'll see the fireworks display from Caesar's Palace. The only other place that they were lighting them off for tourists was downtown. The Plaza was doing it, and I think Circa was doing it. Station casinos also did it around town, but they all did about 9 o'clock. So I don't think there's any more in Vegas at this point. But we do have it on this video. It was just earlier. Ever tried Guy Fieri's famous burger? He had a tailgate party for the Super Bowl. And I did try one of his burgers at the tailgate party, and I thought it was pretty good. I was a little disappointed with a Guy Fieri restaurant. They have one in the Horseshoe right by the entrance from the parking garage. And we tried to go eat there, and we had our little guy with us, and he's kind of picky, right? So they had some kind of like chicken and waffles dish with like jalapenos or something like that in it. And we asked them if we could just have like plain waffles, and they said no, the batter's already pre-mixed. And then we said, what about the chicken? Can we have just plain fried chicken? And they said no, that's already spicy. And I said, so then I asked her, I said, is everything on this menu kind of pre-made already? And she said yes. So this was for breakfast, and everything on that menu was like $25, $30, and it was pre-made. Well, to me, that's no better than fast food. If everything's pre-made, like that's kind of, I'd expect a little better from a Guy Fieri restaurant, but the one there in Horseshoe, not so good. I wouldn't recommend that one. Probably won't do a review on that either. I just won't recommend it. Tangolino, would I recommend? Palms Ace, absolutely. Excellent buffet. Try to hit it up on a Wednesday or Thursday night, but make a reservation. I think it's required now. But $65, all you can eat whole lobster and lobster tails, snow crab legs, shrimp cocktail. Excellent buffet. If not, go for brunch. It's $32.99, and they have all you can eat crab legs and steaks. And mimosas are included. Ace Buffet is awesome. Best donut and pastry place. Well, for locals, they all say Pink Box, right? I can't remember the name. There's also this other one called Yo Nuts in Henderson. That's pretty new actually. It opened, then closed, and then reopened with new owners. There's a donut shop. I can't remember the name of it now. That had some amazing donuts in the Venetian. It was in the shops. It was in the mall. I can't remember what it was called though. But that was pretty good too. Richard Ken, Atlantic City. Hell yeah! I was just at the Hard Rock. It's been a long time since I've been to Atlantic City. Back in the days when I used to live in New York, it was just a 3 hour drive. But used to love going to Atlantic City. Let's see. Thinking of visiting Vegas with the wife in the fall. Any recommendations? Well, if we're avid buffet folks, if you like buffets, then the Wynn is the best one on the Strip. For locals buffets, we like the Imperial. We like the South Point Hotel. Those are some of our favorites if you're going off Strip. But on the Strip, our favorite is the Wynn. The Bacchanal it's huge. Um, but there's a lot of variety there. The Bellagio and Wicked Spoon are decent ones, decent options. If you like steak, think Golden Steer, Herbs and Rye, Barry's Prime. Those are some good options. Maybe Delmonico over in Venetian. Italian. There's Buddy V's inside of Venetian, but then there's also Bautista's Hole in the Wall that's right behind Flamingo. That's pretty good food. For breakfast, the Peppermill, Siegel's Bagel Mania, both near Resorts World. Those are some good breakfast options. For hotels, well, that depends on whether you want just kind of average, upper, off strip. Um, Planet Hollywood Paris, we kind of like those for just kind of your average. A little more upscale. Well, even Caesar's Palace for your average. The only problem with Caesar's is the walk to everything is enormous. The rooms are nice, and they renovate them often, but I hate walking in there. Bellagio, Cosmo, Venetian, Palazzo, Win, and Encore are nice. Those are some nice, more upscale. Chloe, do we live in Vegas? We do. We live actually 30 minutes from Vegas in Henderson. So pretty much we live in Vegas. People complaining about prices in Vegas, but do you think it is still the cheapest big city with population over? I think Vegas on the Strip is outrageously expensive. Everything has gotten tremendously expensive here. They charge just I feel like in most cases double what they should for just about anything. We do have a couple of cheap eat videos out that we've made in the past. One was of the Miracle Mile shops. The problem with that one is a lot of the places we showcased in that video have actually increased their prices since. We have another one called 8 Unique Cheap Eats in Las Vegas. That one's more recent, and we're working on another one. But otherwise, it's very hard to find reasonably priced food on the Strip. You need to leave the Strip, like go into Chinatown, go out into Summerlin or Henderson or the southwest side of town, perhaps. It's kind of tricky here. Uh, Saint Onair. Oh, don't we don't mind the spelling. No worries there. Jimbo, new here. Happy Fourth. Hey, happy Fourth of July to you as well. God bless America. Okay, Daniel Brown, best breakfast and Mexican breakfast. Peppermill is one of my favorite breakfasts, and the portions are very good. So if you want a nice sit-down restaurant, the best breakfast, I'd go Peppermill. Mon Ami Gabi, right out in front of the Paris Hotel, has a very nice breakfast as well. If you want a simple breakfast, Siegel's Bagel Mania. I like that one. That's like the New York type of bagels. Although the owner is from California, not New York. Best Mexican restaurant. Go to Tacos El Gordo on the Strip if you want something a little more upscale. Maybe the Border Grill in Mandalay Bay. Let's see. You went to the steakhouse in the Golden Nugget. Was that like saltgrass maybe? No, 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 no. It's not the saltgrass. That's like the chain one. What is the name of that other one? I know what you're talking about. It's like one of the top 10 in Vegas. Tony, go gamble. Why are you streaming in Vegas? Well, I live here. I can gamble whenever I want, so no hurry. Cafe Lola, good pastries. Joy, you need to come and review a restaurant with us. You got some good recommendations. Craven, the Palms is a great place to stay. The basic rooms are very nice, and then they have like a variety of suites there as well. They have a nice movie theater in there if you just want some low key entertainment. They do have shows if you want some nice entertainment. You're not too far from the Strip. You're a fast Uber ride away. They have an amazing buffet. They have some nicer upscale restaurants. There's a barbecue restaurant in there. Then they have Tim Ho Wan in there for dim sum. There's some good places in there. Lupe, how much should I pay for my room? I have this room comped, and I'm a diamond level player here, so I don't pay resort fees. So I didn't pay anything. Otherwise, for July 4th, it'd probably be quite expensive, and the resort fee would be, I thought it was 45, but someone on here said it's actually 50 now. So yeah, it could be pretty expensive. Let's see. Tipping in the restaurant is ridiculous. Yeah, well, the norm used to be 15%, now it's 20%. I guess inflation, right? I miss the $2 steak and eggs. So do I. So do I. South Point Hotel has a $6.45 steak and eggs, but it's only from midnight to 6 a.m. That's the closest you will get. And that is late hours and long line to get into. Can you show us the sphere, bro? Seriously. Well, I can't show you that from the room I'm in because I am facing the Strip. But maybe in another live stream I could do that. Do I have an opinion on the room service for the bigger hotels? I do not like it. Evan, I think the room service at the bigger hotels uh, is slow, super expensive, and the quality of food you're getting for the price and the long wait is not worth the wait and not worth the price. So I wouldn't do it. Patricia, you enjoyed Hell's Kitchen. That's awesome. Yeah, I think they have good food there. It's just sometimes, I guess that's anything in Vegas. It can be, you could just have an off night where the service isn't so good or the food isn't so good. Sorry, Jimbo. I know you're saying you want to see the sphere, but my room is not facing that. Craven, that steak and eggs is actually $6.45 from midnight to 6 a.m. Fighting Soul, rent prices still seem better in Vegas than any other big city compared to Vegas. A one bedroom apartment in Vegas now is about $1,200 or so. That's probably about average. A two-bedroom is more like $1,500 to $1,600, and a three-bedroom is closer to $1,800 a month in rent. That is sad because when I first moved to Vegas, I rented a one-bedroom apartment for $600 a month. And it costs double that now. Jesus loves you. Well, he loves all of us. You fart on the phone? I don't know that I could do that on demand. That is funny. All right, well, we have been on here for a while. I am getting ready to wrap the live stream. Is there anyone else who has any other questions or final thoughts before we log out for the night? Put it through now. Fighting Soul says 2,000 and up for a one bedroom. Ugh, that is awful. That's probably what it is in New York too. Craven, if you work at State Line, you can rent a studio for $300 a month. Well, we all need to move there then. All right, well, it has been a fun live stream. Thank you all for tuning in. We need to do this more often. Every time I do a live stream, I say that, but we need to do live streams more often. Maybe somewhere we can log in and just walk the strip at night, give you some good views, see what's happening here. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. The more of you who do that, the better. And definitely check out some of our food reviews. We do have a couple of old hotel reviews. I am going to try and make some newer hotel reviews as well. So if you want to see some of the hotels, we're going to work on that. Fighting Soul, I hope we meet you when you're out here as well. Please make sure to say hi. Anyone on here, if you see us when you're out and about, please tell us hi. We love to meet everybody who watches us. So thank you again. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Happy 4th of July to you and to America, to all of us, and have a wonderful night.